Hello. So today, they keep changing this up. I don't know why. So what I've been doing is playing a lot of Alysia, and I think I figured out a build that would work fantastic for you people that enjoy the style that she plays. And I had to play a couple games in order to figure out like what her like thing was. And because she does have the chill is the important part, right? Because this at max gives the 20% slow to movement and everything like that. It doesn't do anything special except that you can freeze them with your E. And I was looking through her Battlerites and I noticed that none of them actually make something inflict freeze. The only thing she can freeze people with is flash freeze, as long as they're chilled, right? And her ult, of course, right? Her ult just automatically freezes them regardless if they have chill on them or not. So what I think is going to happen is, I think what we're going to do is do inspiration. And the reason why is because this will fill up her bar 10% faster, and it also gives her an extra bar of energy here. So you can have this increased to 5. See how we have a bar of 5 now? So we can use an EX ability and our ult at the same time. Oh, sorry, hold on. We can use an EX ability, and we have one more bar left, so we can use an EX. See? It's good. It's cool. So I think inspiration is the way to go with this chick. That's what I've been using. The 10% movement speed I wouldn't even bother with unless you're going to combo it with this guy here, which is the figure skating. What it does is when she puts her prism on, she gets a little bit of a movement buff, right? So if you couple that with this here, she moves 10% faster. It's a much faster movement speed, but to take 2 abilities for that, I don't like the idea of it. Like, that seems like too much. So I wouldn't take that, but I definitely would take inspiration. And then I'm definitely going to go with vandalism, because vandalism is so good. So if you're sitting here and you got somebody chill down, right, and you want to get that max on them, look at that cone damage. That cone damage is so good. Here, let me push you into your team and then freeze the whole team. And then freeze the whole team. Okay, wait, hold on. Damn it. And then freeze the whole team. Damn it, they died. All right, whatever. Vandalism and inspiration I feel like are really good for her, because what the important part about this character is to keep this chill up. I know it doesn't do any extra damage, but as long as they're chilled, they move a lot slower is the idea. And I would definitely want to take as much as I like her regular kit here. Also always take this one here, the chill on the jump. You need that. You just need it. It makes everything go slower. It's a lot better. Like, put the chill on the jump. Well, that's slow movement. It's crazy. Little jitters there. I want to bring all of these. All of these moves make her lance so good. We have 2 slots left, so I would say, you know what? Her glacial prism, and because she can put it on a teammate, and then she can put her glacial prism on a teammate so that they can walk into the enemy team and then blow them up. Here, wait. Boop. They can do it from here. So, I mean, that's range enough. You don't really need to make it any bigger. The only one of the flash freezes that I feel like would be super useful in a situation where, like, you need it to survive is this one here, the Arctic Cloak. What it does is if you put your flash freeze down... Oh, that's not what I wanted. If you put your flash freeze down and you're in the circle, you get a little glacial prism, and then you explode and inflict chill, which is kind of cool. And if the idea of this build is to keep everybody chill all the time, this might be a good way to do it, because then I can put 2 glacial prisms on. Look at that craziness. It's some good stuff. The only one of the 3 that I love this piercing one. I love the piercing one. That one's really, really good. I like the extra damage when they're frozen. Deals 25. I love that. But this one here has to be it. It's the lance. It's the cryogenic lance. When this hits something, it explodes and hits everything around it. It's got to be that one. Or maybe the pierce, but then they have to be in a line. So I think it's a toss-up between these 2. If you feel as though, like, if there's a healer, say if it's like a Blossom and... I don't know, let's say it's a Blossom and a Rook, right? Blossom and Rook are going to be close together because of the tree, because that's how she heals, right? So if that's the case, then maybe bring the explosion one, because then if Rook and Blossom are really, really close to each other, you can use this to chill them both at the same time. I guess would be the idea. Chill them both, and then go for your instead of using your flash freeze, use the extra bar of energy, because you get your energy faster now. You get it for 10% faster because of the inspiration. Use it to use your frost breath, because that'll freeze them. So you'll do, just to reiterate, you'll do this real quick, use your Frost Breath, cancel right here when they're both frozen, and then start doing whatever you got to do more damage. Or leave them both frozen and go take care of objectives like getting the orbs over here or getting the mid if you ever need to. I don't have a good way to get the mid with her. She doesn't seem to do a lot of damage as far as that in that regard. She does deal 22 with her her lance, so maybe I guess. And Flash Freeze does damage, so I guess you would do and that you can use that from a distance too. Like you can use Flash Freeze from a big distance. Look at that. Look at that range. Look at that range. That's an insane range. So you could easily do one of I guess if you took the extra damage on the ice on the no, I guess you can't either, huh? Well, yeah, if you took the extra damage on the snowstorm, you could, because then that would do 50. This would do, yeah, the lingering snowstorm. So when you use this here, your E should stay. Yeah, it stays for a little bit. It does a little. It stays for a little bit. So you could do. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's what you would do if you really want to focus on the mid. You would take the snowstorm here. But as for the build for me, I would say the build that I like the most is this one here. I'm gonna go with the piercing cold just to show that off real quick. But yeah, so if they're like it's a Paloma and something else, if it's a Paloma and something else, they're probably gonna be a little more separated because Paloma has that skill link. So what you could do is bring the piercing lance so you can hit them both, because it also increases its range by 30%. Sorry, increases the range by 10%, and then the damage is reduced by 30% per hit. So the second thing you hit will get dealt less damage. Yeah, 22, 16 here. So, oh shit, I wanted to hit 3 targets at once to see what happened. Like, and see how much damage that would do. Oh, I can do this. Okay, well, let's see which one it is that spawns here. Cool, it's this one. All right. Just want to see what this does for damage. Okay, so 22, 16, and 11 it does that. So it decreases every time it hits something, which is very interesting. So I bet, right? So I bet. Yeah, okay. And you can use the mid as one of the things that hits. So the first one will be 22 and the second one will be 16. So you can use that to defend the mid too. Ooh, that might be even better. Because it's like Jade Snipe then, where it does, okay, so it's going to do 22 damage on the first hit, which isn't a lot. For a right click. But that's so good. I think that's such a good build. Yeah, I think this is the build that I would use here. I'd go for Piercing Cold, so I'd have the piercing here, unless I felt as though they were going to be super close together. Then I go for the Cryogenic Lance, so that when I do hit something, it explodes on a little radius. So it's a lot like Ashka's first ability that I always bring that explode, so it explodes and connects everything around them. I would do that because you want the chills. Like, you want to give everybody the chills. That's the idea. You want to give everybody the chills. That's the idea. You want to make sure this chill meter is up. That's what you want. So you can freeze them. That's the idea, because you want to get that done, man. You want to, like this here, freezing. There you go. That's it, man. Get that. Oh, that was such a big radius. That was such a big radius. No way. Does that work like that? This might be the better one then. So what if I throw it here? Nope. A little closer. I didn't hit anything, but I chilled it instead. Ooh, man. Oh, now I want that to pierce. Because if I throw this next to somebody, it still chills them. Oh, that's so good. So even if I miss the shot, I can still keep the chill up. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Well, okay. So then I guess it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do here. I like the idea of taking the piercing lance so that I can defend the mid. It sounds really good. If I don't want to do that, I could take the Arctic cloak, which will leave a little snowstorm behind. And again, if you initially get in this circle here, when you have the Arctic cloak on, snowstorm, Arctic cloak on, you'll get the little glacial prism. But I feel as though that's so, I feel like this, that does damage over time too. Yeah, screw the Arctic Cloak. I think Snowstorm's the better one here. And then I would go... Listen, I would take the... It's up to you guys. If you want to take the Lance, if you want to take Piercing Lance, or you want to take Cryogenic Lance, it's up to you. Cryogenic Lance, as we can see here, even if you throw it near a target and you miss, it still chills them by a lot, too. It's half a bar of chill. Woo! So hold it. So how do I get... No. How do I... So, what's the length of this? There you go. And I'll reach him with the breath. Cancel that. Push him back. Boom. Take that chill again. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's a really cool build. I like that. I like that, and then I like the piercing one because for obvious reasons. Look at that. Look, now I can chill them all. Cancel that shit out. Put a berry up. Get some more chill on them. Oh, they're still chill? What you mean? Here's my ulti! Oh, wait. That was the other thing I wanted to check, too. Let's get these guys back up one more time, and we'll do this real quick, and then we'll end the video there. So let me do this here. Freeze them all. Go for my ulti. And it resets the freeze? They can't do anything. Oh, that's so good. It's a waste of damage, which kind of sucks, because they're not getting dealt the entire 35. They're getting dealt... the shield that gets put on them is blocking like 20-something damage or something like that, so it's not really an ideal thing to do. But at the same time, if I can get people to freeze more often than not... So freeze up. There you go. Yeah. If I can get people to freeze... Crazy. Because this alone, that brings up half. Cancel that out, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. Even if we're not using our breath here, right? Even if we're not using the breath and we're using this here, we can do this and stay inside. We won't get healed or anything, but we're definitely going to be able to chill them. And again, that lines us up for this thing here. This is what we want. That's what we want. The Frost Breath is so good. I wonder if this increases the radius of the... No, okay, that doesn't actually increase that radius. And I can't apply this to myself. Yeah, no, I think if we are just not close enough to do this here, and you don't have the energy for it, and you use your E, the Lingering Snowstorm might be better just because of the chill. I think it might just be better. I think this is the build right here. I think this is the build that I would go with for any match in the future, pretty much. Yeah. That's what I would do. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, I know it was a little bit longer than most of them. I wanted to give you an updated version of this character because I've been playing with her a lot, and I've been going around. I've used all of her. I used almost, I feel like, every combination I could have possibly done with all of her abilities, but I like this one the best. And again, you guys can change the cryogenic lance or the piercing cold depending on the battle. If you guys know what you're gonna do it then. Do it at the beginning of the match when you can switch your Battlerites. Although this has been Andy B, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.